this all day. Is the purpose of research to be doing laboratory-based studies to understand more mechanisms around sports science, to make sure that our sports science S&C graduates are more informative, so when they go into the field, they know more, therefore they can apply more, etc.? Or is the purpose of research just to help athletes win? Because they're both very different. But actually, I think sometimes where we get almost confused with this is that's where we judge things in the wrong purpose. So you judge things around not being well controlled or poor science because they're in the field, or not being ecologically valid because they're in the lab. But I actually think they're completely different, and actually they've got some real good purposes. So just at the moment now, just think around what you think the purpose of research is. The purpose of academic research, that for everyone who's been through university knows that everyone's doing it, and the money that's invested, the time and the effort that's going into it, like there's such a huge body there that, going back to my earlier question, is it as good as it could be? I'm not sure. Okay. The next slide is my fun vacuum. So this is kind of what I see as my world. Sorry. No one reads research papers. Coaches don't care or won't change. Everyone thinks research is easy and states the obvious or is too complicated. Nobody wants to share because it's top secret. Nothing gets finished and it's too slow. Academics think practitioners are stupid, and practitioners think academics are weird. True story? That's the extreme, okay? But actually, at times, you know, on some days I go home and I'm like, Jesus is it. Like, all the work that we're doing and nobody reads it. And actually, like, the coach, you go with a great idea and they're like, do you know what, Ben? I've been doing this 20 years. You're like, okay. And so I think that these are kind of the extremes that we're trying to break. And I think then as well, all right, Lisa, you find yourself balanced between wants and needs and could and should. So the wants and needs are what actually the performance environment wants versus what you believe the performance environment needs, and sometimes they're different. And the could and the should is based on around what we can collect and what we can do with that information versus what we should do. And I'll give you some examples of that from research that we've done, that some of it's really good and some of it, like, scientifically is really good, but didn't do anything. And that's, for me, where we could do it, but we probably shouldn't have done it, but we did it because we could.